Pyramiden, the Arctic ghost town frozen in time high above the Arctic Circle, surrounded by icy fjords, crumbling mountains, and eternal silence, lies a town that time forgot. Once home to over 1,000 people, it now stands frozen, not just by temperature, but by history. Abandoned almost overnight, preserved by the cold, and hidden in plain sight. Welcome to Pyramiden, the ghost town of the Arctic. Let's take a closer look. Pyramiden is located on the Norwegian archipelago of Svalbard, just 800 miles from the North Pole. From above, it looks small, unassuming, a cluster of buildings at the foot of a black mountain. But behind that lies a story of ambition, politics, survival, and eventual silence. Founded by Sweden in 1910 and sold to the Soviet Union in 1927, Pyramiden became a model Soviet mining town in the most unlikely of places, the Arctic. Why here? Because beneath the frozen ground was something valuable: coal. But the Soviets didn't just build a mine. They built a self-contained world. Pyramiden had apartment blocks, a school, a hospital, a canteen, a sports hall, a swimming pool, a greenhouse, and even a cultural center with a cinema and concert hall. They planted trees, imported from Siberia. They grew vegetables in heated beds. They installed heating, electricity, and running water, all powered by coal from the mine below. It was designed to be a perfect Soviet society in miniature, far away from the West, untouched by capitalism, and running on its own rhythm. At its peak in the 1980s, around 1,200 people lived here. Families, children, workers, teachers, doctors. There was art, music, volleyball tournaments, and long summer nights with the sun that never set. But beneath the surface, life was hard. Freezing temperatures, months of darkness, and dangerous mining conditions made this one of the most extreme places on Earth to live. And when the USSR collapsed in 1991, things began to unravel. In 1998, the mine was closed. The remaining residents were told to pack their bags. And just like that, Pyramiden was abandoned. But here's the twist: because of the Arctic cold and dry air, the town didn't rot or collapse. It just froze in time. Today, if you walk through Pyramiden, you'll find books still sitting on desks, plates still on tables, a piano still waiting in the concert hall, the northernmost grand piano in the world. It's haunting. It's beautiful. It's bizarre. There's no graffiti, no broken windows, no looting. Just silence, snow, and memory. Now and then, tourists arrive by boat or snowmobile to catch a glimpse of the frozen town. They're met by a few guides who keep the buildings from collapsing. But for the most part, Pyramiden remains still, a Soviet time capsule, tucked away in one of the most remote places on Earth. Standing there, you don't just feel cold. You feel like you've stepped through a portal. A place where the clock stopped ticking, the radio stopped playing, and life simply paused. Pyramiden reminds us of how quickly entire civilizations, entire dreams, can be erased. And yet, it also shows how memory can live on in bricks, books, and boarded-up buildings. There are ghost towns all over the world. But few are preserved like this. And even fewer whisper so loudly, in such silence. Would you visit Pyramiden? Or would you leave it exactly as it is, frozen forever in time? If this fascinated you, wait until you see the next story: a sunken city, buried beneath a lake, where temples and palaces still stand underwater. Hit like and subscribe, and let's keep uncovering the forgotten places of the world, one eerie story at a time.